Four European news outlets joined the New York Times on Monday to call on U.S. authorities to drop criminal charges against WikiLeaks founder and journalist Julian Assange. In a joint letter, the New York Times, The Guardian, Le Monde, El País and Der Spiegel said the indictment of Assange under the Espionage Act of 1917 was a threat to journalism. On Monday, four European news organizations joined the New York Times in urging U.S. Julian Assange, the journalist and founder of WikiLeaks, will no longer face criminal charges. The New York Times, The Guardian, Le Monde, El País, and Der Spiegel stated in a joint letter that the indictment of Assange under the 1917 Espionage Act was a threat to journalism. The letter claims that this indictment sets a dangerous precedent and threatens to undercut the First Amendment and press freedom in America. Since its inception in 2006, WikiLeaks has acted as a clearinghouse for leaked documents, storing everything from classified Vatican documents to internal Amazon documents to diplomatic cables and the emails of former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. When WikiLeaks published U.S. diplomatic cables in 2010, the public and government in America became interested. Bradley Manning's leak of military documents. The letter claims that the Obama-Biden administration, which was in power during the WikiLeaks publication in 2010, refrained from charging Assange because doing so would have necessitated charging journalists from major news organizations as well. Later that year, Sweden issued an arrest warrant for Assange based on claims of sexual misconduct. However, Assange has consistently maintained that those claims were merely a pretext to have him extradited to the U.S. as retribution for publishing U.S. Army trade secrets. 2019 saw the end of Sweden's investigation when WikiLeaks published emails obtained from Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton in 2016. It once again attracted a ton of attention from around the world. The Clinton campaign was embarrassed by the emails, which were sent using her personal server, and Donald Trump, who was running for president at the time, benefited greatly from them. Assange was accused of violating the Espionage Act while Donald Trump was president. He is currently being held in a British prison while he resists additional efforts to extradite him to the US. The EU are currently being urged by the news outlets have benefited from his journalism in the past to stop the prosecution of Assange. For instance, in 2010, he collaborated with the New York Times to publish a series of articles dubbed Cablegate that contained military cables that had been exposed. However, the organizations also see Assange's treatment as a representation of the U.S. attitude toward the release of classified information about American mass surveillance, such as the Pentagon Papers or information shared by whistleblower Edward Snowden. The letter states that obtaining and disclosing sensitive information when necessary in the public interest is a crucial component of journalists' daily tasks. Our public discourse and our democracies would be significantly weakened if that work were made illegal.